We're good. Hey there! What up? Mario here. I hope this evening finds you well. Thank you for watching the video ahead of time. So I'm just going to do the social media thing as I always do. Just bear with me one moment, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this video finds you well this evening. Looking forward to doing this evening's stream. Probably only going to do 2 quick games of basketball, as I have other things to do, obviously. No worries, though. It shouldn't pose that much of a problem. The game is only on at 9 Eastern anyhow, so no big deal there. So how's everybody doing this evening? I hope good. I hope well. And of course, I always have my trusty laptop here right next to me, so it's very convenient that I can just chat with everybody. Bear with me one moment. Let's just refresh this little bad boy. There I am. So, prior to the previous basketball stream that I did, I forgot to acknowledge a couple of things, and I'm going to address those now. In case you haven't been reading the news lately, which is usually depressing, so I try to avoid it as much as possible. However, there are a few noteworthy people who passed away in the past maybe 48 hours or so, and I'd like to acknowledge them before we go any further. The most recent one is Ornette Coleman, who died today. He was one of the remaining original jazz artists who I really think fondly of, and he's going to be sorely missed. Of course, Christopher Lee died today. He was 93 years old. If you're not familiar with Christopher Lee's filmography, directography, his music, all of that stuff, he's been in classics upon classics upon classics. I'm a fan of the Hammer series of horror films, so I remember him most fondly as the Frankenstein monster and Dracula and these types of creatures like that, which is something I'm always fascinated with. So that's a bit of a loss. And of course, he was from Lord of the Rings, all that stuff, of course. I'm not familiar with those movies or anything like that, but it's very difficult when somebody dies, so, you know. He left an impression on the industry which will not be soon forgotten. And of course, Dusty Rhodes. If you're a wrestling fan, you know who Dusty Rhodes is. He was called the American Dream in WWF. I grew up watching him, not only in WWF, but in AWA, WCW, these promotions. And he was always a very good writer, brilliant performer, excellent booker, road agent. He was an all-rounder. And it's a tremendous loss for the wrestling industry. He knew the business inside out. He was a very good booker. And booked successfully in the 70s and 80s, and he'll be missed sorely. So, let's get on to the game then, shall we? I'm going to minimize this. Yoink. There we go. I'm working the controller. Yes, good, good. So now that the social media stuff is taken care of, for the moment at least, let's get into where I left off the last time. With basketball, of course. Let's just go to the beginning of the season, because I think it's important to note that this is the second season. I re-signed with the New Orleans Pelicans for 2 years, about $10 million apiece is usually what it translates to, but I get paid in virtual currency, as you can see in the upper right-hand corner. You'll notice there are quite a few losses here. Indeed there are, and most of them are because of my ineptitude on offense, so I'm going to work on offense starting now. I've pretty much maximized my defense, so there's no need to focus on that until I feel it's necessary again. Playoff time, for example, if we make the playoffs. One notable win that we did get, though, I would like to mention, is against Doc Rivers, who is now our head coach, his former team of the Los Angeles Clippers. Where did we get that W? There aren't too many wins, as you'll notice as you're scrolling. If you're pressing pause, there aren't too many wins around here. So we did end up winning a few in a row. I simulated from January to February. I wanted to advance a little bit, and we do have some trades. I'm going to get into that in a moment. Where's that win against the Clippers? Did I overpass it? Did I pass that? I don't think I did. This is the win we got over the Clippers. It was at home. I'm sorry, that was in LA. That was Doc's trip back to LA, so we were able to get the W there. Since then, we've been really struggling, and we've had a lot of injuries just hit us and hit us. We're starting to get a bit more of a momentum now. Let's just bring you up to speed on the stats and standings. I'm not going to talk too much longer here. I'm just going to set everything up, and then we're going to get right into the game. So as always, the Golden State Warriors on top. They have the best record right now. We were in last place, but we've gotten a bit of a roll going. As bad as we've been playing, we've been kind of hitting a bit of a stride lately. So we're 17 and 30. That's a 36% win percentage. Whew, not good. Our defense is phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. It's our offense that's just terrible. We can't find any shooting at all. So that's why I have to increase my offensive ability. And likely I'm going to be going athletic, so I can get to the rim quicker, Shaquille O'Neal style, just dunking on people. That's what I'm looking forward to. So that's where we stand, and let's just get into the trades for a moment. I'm going to do this in player stats so you understand where I'm coming from. Actually, maybe it's best to... Yeah, let's just go over to player stats. So we've kept Ryan Anderson, which I thought he would have been traded. He has a pretty lucrative contract that's very worthy of another team. However, we did not trade him, nor did we trade Eric Gordon, who's on an expiring contract, which makes it very more tantalizing than it already is. Gordon's actually played a lot better since I started simulating, so that's quite interesting. We did, however, trade for a few people who are noteworthy. You'll notice Jared Jack is here. That's a great pickup because we needed help in the backcourt, both at the point guard position and in the shooting guard position as well, so that'll give some more flexibility in the backcourt. We also got Sean Marion, who's another all-rounder. He's a veteran, so is Jared Jack. We sort of needed that presence. In order to get those two, we had to trade people like Alton Brand, Omar Ashik. So we had to trade as well people like Withy, who were not really producing and not getting very many minutes with our rotation, so it wasn't that big of a loss. Tyreek Evans has been moved to the bench because he's just recovering from a torn meniscus, so that's a bit of a setback. Norris Cole is still recovering as well from a concussion, so we needed Jared Jack in that regard too, in the event that Drew Holiday's out, and I think he is, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Drew Holiday's out with a high ankle sprain, 2 to 4 weeks. He is not playing. He is not in the rotation. So that's a blow. We definitely needed his help in the backcourt at that point. We also got Josh McBob, who can help us at the power forward position, and he can play the small forward if he needs be. He's kind of like a Ryan Anderson clone. So nice to have a backup there at the power forward position. And we also got John Lure, who is underrated, I must say. He's very good offensively and defensively. Still kind of a young guy. He can play power forward, small forward, and center. Play pretty much any position in the front court. And that's pretty much it, except for our new rookie, which is Curtis Bolton. Never heard of him. I'm pretty sure he's randomly generated. But he's 21, he's 63 overall. He could probably build to something maybe next year. So hopefully we can hold on to him. We do have a few expiring contracts, so it doesn't really give us that much of a punishment in the offseason in terms of flexibility on the cap space. But that's pretty much where we're standing right now. So without further ado, we're just going to dive right into the game. I'm going to take a couple of shots here just for a minute or something, and we'll get right into it. We're against Miami Heat. I'm going to play this one. And it's not looking good for me being the most improved player. However, Anthony Davis is likely to take that. No problems. No problems at all. And my thing is defensive team. I want to be on the all-defensive team. Either the first or second or third, I don't care. I want some sort of an all-defensive credit. And if I can win Defensive Player of the Year, all the better. I'm actually currently in second place there because, well, DeAndre Jordan has me beat there. I like DeAndre's game. I think he's a phenomenal center. He just has to get those free throw numbers up, and he should be a solid player for the rest of his career, if he can get those up. That's good. So let's just play this game against Miami, and then we'll simulate the next two. We'll play the next two, so forth. You see what I'm doing there? Yeah. So let's go ahead and play this. We're going to be guarding Hassan Whiteside at the center position. So that's going to be a bit of a task, but I'm up for it. No problem. No, I'm not picking my nose. My nose is very itchy. Alright, let's just deal with the social media stuff. Always good stuff coming out of social media. Let's go ahead and do that up. I would like to announce as well, I'm going to be making a few Let's Play videos for the NBA series. I'm a little behind in that. I haven't even done anything for Season 2 yet, so very much looking forward to making those things happen. I have some brilliant ideas. Let's do all dang. Let's just get right into it. Going to minimize as many cutscenes as I can, free throw routines, that sort of thing. There we go. So I have added some points into athletic ability and post playmaking ability and just regular jump shooting. Like I said, I'm going to focus a little bit more on offense this time. Anthony Davis is back. That's a good thing. We lost him for a while. Now, coach doesn't want me to score very much, which is okay. I don't mind not scoring. But when I'm called upon, I think it's important for me to be able to finish at the rim. Dwayne Wade, very quick at tying up the score very quickly. There we go. No, can't make it. Can't tip it back in. So Gordon Dragic. All right. On Whiteside. Jared Jack is going to be starting for us, of course. He's guarding Gordon Dragic. And that was good defense. I have to watch out for that sort of thing. And pretty much go with whatever coach asks me to do. He doesn't have any directive for me right now. That's likely to change. Yeah, they didn't. You didn't really think that shot through. Sean Marion's not a very big scorer as well. So I don't know where we're going to get our offense from. It's likely going to be Jared Jack in combination with, say, Eric Gordon and, of course, Anthony Davis, who's our best player. There's Doc. I'm pretty sure he's not impressed. He left the Clippers, coaching Chris Paul, his son, to coaching me, and doing poorly. Clippers, by comparison, are doing much better. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Also, I'm pretty sure coach doesn't want me rebounding all the time. He wants me to get out on fast break for certain things, parameters, so forth. There's Gordon. Davis sets a pick. Oh. There's Vadio. And that's in. Boom. I got to start being more aggressive on offense, too. Like, I have to start using my turbo a little bit more. That's something I have to get used to. I'm usually using all my stamina on defense. There we go. Dwayne Wade. And Chris Bosh just nails another one. Got to watch out for Chris Bosh. He can get hot, and so can Dwayne Wade. Pretty much anybody on the Heat can literally heat up. Do we have any opening? No. Nope, nothing up there either. There we go. Oh, we can't get it either. That was an open shot. It was a good look, and sadly, I just couldn't make it. I can't front on that. Well, dang, he can shoot from out there. So can Gordon Dragic. Thankfully, we have Sean Marion, who's very versatile at guarding backcourt as well as frontcourt players. There's one. Pass that up to Eric Gordon. There, he's going to pull up for a shot, and he makes it. Nobody was guarding him. Easy assist for me. Yeah, so I got to watch out how I shoot. It's just a matter of making sure everybody's okay on offense. So that's 9-6 for Miami over New Orleans. 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Take that screen. Take that screen, man. What are you doing? Oh, right over Sean Marion. Throws it down over Sean the Matrix Marion. Does Dwayne Wade. Come on, take my screen, fool. Thank you. And he glazed it up and in. No. There we go. Bullying my way to the rim. That's the way to do it. Thankfully, the Heat are a little slow on a second step. Their first step is pretty quick, but after that, they can't get much more than that. 13-8 for Miami. 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Let's take that screen. Come on, Jack. There you go. Jared Jack right behind. That's another assist. And I'm jumping around like a fool. Jared Jack has much better offensive ability than I do, so I'm going to definitely trust his judgment pretty much every time. Ah. Anthony Davis on the foul. Chris Bosh will go to the line. Yeah, ball don't lie. That was a good, solid ball. There we are. 14-10. And can I go through? And Jared Jack draws the foul on Gordon Dragic. So tit for tat. Jack isn't too bad at the line, actually. He's very good offensively. If you remember him from the play he had with the Warriors a few years back, he's very good. So hopefully these trades will help us defensively as well as at the free throw line. We sorely need help in those areas. Omer Asik wasn't helping there. So we did trade a little bit of defense, although we did get Sean Marion, who's a little bit more versatile. Just a little bit. And guess who's getting the rebound? Let's pass that over to Jack. Jack's our new affiliate. So let's screen that. And no. Ah, I can't get the screen. No problem. Nice. Way to go. Oh, he stripped it from me. I can't move. And Bosh got that. Matrix. There we go. Nothing. They're trying to feed me the ball, I can tell, but... There. Can you not? Are you able to? No? What was that? I don't even know what I'm doing right now. There's a screen to the inside. And he misses it, so Hassan Whiteside's going to go to the line. He's not very good at the stripes, so that was a smart play. I say that and he's going to make both of them watch. So the Matrix is out because he can't play that long. He makes both of them too, just to make me look foolish. 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. We're doing well. I have 7 rebounds, 4 points. Not very good defensively though. So stop the fast breaks. Do not crash offensive rebounds. Not a problem. Even though the grammar is just terrible. All right. Anthony Davis with the screen. Ryan Anderson from the top. There we go. Offensive rebound and the putback. Can't go wrong with that. Beautiful. So who am I guarding here? Is this the Elton Brand? Yeah, it is. So we must have had the trade happen with them. Because Elton Brand was on our team, but then he ended up signing here, so... Successful box out. Shabazz Napier knocks that one down, so it's 19-14 with 4:05 left to go in the foist. Nice pass to Davis. And he doesn't make it. However, that's the first team foul on Bosch. He draws the foul. He's going right to the line. Ugh. Terrible. Get back on defense. Yep, we're going to make sure we do that. No offensive rebounds from now on. We're just going to go straight defensive. So I'm not crashing the boards on the other end. Coach doesn't want that. Is that? It is. Greg Oden. No, it's Tariq Black. We used to have him on our roster too, so we must have traded the two. I don't expect Elton Brand to hit that shot. I don't expect Elton Brand to hit much, actually. You can hit that. Nice rejection. Great team defense. Here comes Norris Cole. Pass to Tyreek Evans. Tyreek off the bench might actually be a good thing, is what I'm saying. Because nice pass to Davis. Davis gets fouled. That's what I want to see. Everybody touching the ball on a play. I want to make sure Davis gets as many points as he can. And he just can't hit a free throw. He's usually very good at the line. We got to make sure that changes. So nothing in the lane. Nothing comes easy.
And Kevin, they played such terrific defense in that game.
And Elton Brand.
And you can't just pick one or two players out.
All of a sudden, Luol Deng, I switched on him. That was my fault. I should have really picked up on that. My fault. Let's head over to the corner. Right. We're going to go back here. And Norris Cole steps through the lane after the killer crossover to knock his man off his feet. Lays that up and in. 2:40 left to go. 21-18 for Miami. Luol Deng is jump shooting us into the grave here. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Can you get that? There you go, Norris Cole. He shoots that. And he nails it. That's another assist for me, and that was a 3. Yeah. All right. They didn't take long replacing LeBron James number 6, didn't they? Elton Brand's wearing number 6 right now, so let me assure you, Elton Brand is not, by any stretch of the imagination, he is not LeBron James. Get over there. Yeah. Oh, that was backwards on that one. No problem. That's very good ball movement indeed, but I'm pretty sure we have that beaten. Get into the lane here. Anthony Davis is going to switch. Not a problem. There's a rejection. Yeah. That's a very good defense. Anthony Davis is being substituted out for Josh McRoberts, which is great because we can interchange between him and Ryan Anderson at the 4 spot. This is going to be interesting. This is my first time playing with this team. Like I said, I just simulated around for a little bit because our season was going bust pretty quickly. And Anderson. Oh no! Here's Anderson. And he's fouled. That's exactly what you want to see. Tariq Black on the foul. Second team foul. I'm sorry, second foul on him. 4th team foul, so we're going to the stripe because he was shooting. Ryan Anderson is very good at the line. So I expect him to tie this game up. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So far, it's the first quarter, and I have 9 boards. Granted, I played the full first quarter, as I normally do. Oh, man. How was that a foul? At least I fouled Brand. I think he might miss this one. Although, He's semi-good at the line as he's gotten old. There you go. I made him pay for it. So it's 1 point lead. Not a problem. Take that screen, Tyreek. Take that screen. And no. There's Norris Cole for 3. Boom. Easy assist. Yeah, Norris Cole's really elevated his game, which is great. Excellent to hear. Having somebody who's more defensive-minded playing alongside somebody who's running the point who's more offensive-minded. Very good. Nice rejection by Tyreek. I'm up. I'm so up. Nice. Norris Cole nails it again. Awesome. That's fantastic news. We're balling, man. We're balling. All right. So after one, 29-24 for us at home. Beautiful against the Miami Heat. So we have the Utah Jazz next. We're going to simulate through those two as well. I don't think I'm elected to the All-Star game, but I'm fairly sure that Anthony Davis will be, despite the losing record. So crash the offensive glass. Use box-out moves to get free against Chris Bosh. Not a problem. Let's get those offensive boards and make them pay on the glass. Putbacks and kickbacks and throwbacks. Oh, I forgot it's Throwback Thursday today. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, he can't. Oh. Tariq Black on the offensive board. Putting in that work. We really shouldn't have traded him, but you gotta. It's a business. You can't front on that sort of thing. Tyreek Evans from the corner. That's money. Cash money. That's that cash money. Alright, so am I guarding Chris Bosh now or Tyreek Black? There we go. Oh no. So Dwayne Wade knocks that one down, making it a 3-point game.
I think it just depends on the individual, Kevin. Probably depends on how he's feeling physically overall. But usually a guy who has
Can we screen?
like that, it's going to carry over just the confidence. It'll carry to the next game. Yeah, I would not disagree with you on there, Steve.
Take that screen. Nice pass to Gordon. He's wide open for 3. Can't nail it. Dwayne Wade with the rebound. Pushes it up. There's another rebound. Pass that up to Tyreek Evans. He's running the middle of the floor. Up to Gordon. He lays it up and in. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is some hard-nosed basketball that we're playing right now. I'm going to let Josh McRoberts take Bosh on because he seems to be doing an okay job with him. Okay job. Not great, but okay. And he makes it. All of a sudden he became my man when he scored. Notice that? I was supposed to defend all that. So I got an F on that one from Coach because I didn't grab an offensive board. My fault. John Lure. Excellent. It's a higher quality front court player. And there's Jared Jack, of course, running the point. Pulls up for a shot. Does not make it. And for whatever reason, I can't seem to grab a rebound. So. All right. Oh, nice steal by Tyreek Evans. He's running. He's running the middle. I'm going to take a screen on that. Oh, no. That was Lure on the rebound. Good job. Great job. John Lure. He played with the Grizzlies. He had a fantastic little run there. When he would play, I mean, he's not... Yeah, I'm not expecting Tyreek Black to nail any threes. And Dwayne Wade's going to try to beat Evans off the dribble. Grabs that. Yeah. Tyreek is really hurting now. There we go. Point blank range with the jump hook. That's what I'm talking about. So is that a double-double? I'm getting close, aren't I? Yep. 8 and 11. Oh, no! Too busy looking at other things. I didn't even notice Dwayne Wade crept in the lane like that. He's very deceptively quick. Very quick. And pass to Gordon. Gordon gets fouled by Gordon Dragic. And that's the second team foul, first team foul on the Miami Heat. Gordon should be able to make these. There we go. So who do we have? Tyreek Evans is going to be replaced by Sean Marion. That's good. Son Whiteside is back in, so I'm likely covering him. Defensive purposes, of course. Even though Chris Bosh is still here, Lure can do a very good job on him. Ah! I don't know what's happening. I just seem to be jumping everywhere like a fool. Likely it's because I have such a delayed reaction to certain things that occur. What the heck? Oh, wow, he ripped that from me. Yeah, I don't see Whiteside getting much of a... You really just want to go into the game and just tell everybody what to do. It's so strange. Oh, Gordon can't make it work. Bosh is trailing the play, so he's likely going to pull up for something. I got to watch it. There we go. And all of a sudden, he grabbed an offensive rebound that I couldn't defend. And it was my fault because nobody helped me on the weak side. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'll just be everywhere on defense. No? There we go. And I can't make that work. Well, I'll have to guard Chris Bosh because... Let's guard Chris Bosh. I don't want anybody... All of a sudden I left my assignment. And he makes it. See, I really wanted to defend Chris Bosh because I knew he was going to get his shot. Now, try telling the computer that. No matter what they ask you to do, it's just the same thing. Nice. Really? Jack can't shoot threes that well? I always thought Jack was a decent free-throw shooter. Three-point shooter, I'm sorry. Pass that over to Eric Gordon in the corner. He can run the break. He's doing very well, actually, from the field and just generally passing and everything. Nice. Nice, Jared Jack in the middle. He passed to the Matrix. Matrix and low to Lure. And he gets the bottom of the net. Boom! We're still up by one. Spo calls a timeout. 5:48 left to go in the first half. So Anthony Davis is replacing me, likely. And all of a sudden we're down 8. We're still upbeat.
I think we're still upbeat. We would have liked to have a stronger second quarter, but we know there's a lot of game left. Hopefully we can get back to how we started. That's all I got.
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And
So let's see what Coach has to say. And in the meantime, I'm going to take a little bit of a water break. Let's have a listen.
Okay, let's get it together, guys. We're not that far out of it, and it's not going to take much to get this building going again. Listen up. I like the number of assists we've racked up. That says a lot about the way we've been running our offense, and there's no reason we can't get more. Keep finding the open man.
Yes.
That's enough of the positivity. I'm not going to harp on the negatives, but you and I both know there are places where we can improve. The one thing I know can get us right back in this game is the pick and roll. Let's use that play again and again on them. It's been a struggle so far, That's one thing you don't need a coach to tell you. We got a whole second half to turn it around. Now get out there and compete.
We're trying to compete, coach. We're trying. Set some screens for the ball handler to create some pick and roll situations. Not a problem. Literally every possession. Literally every possession will be a pick and roll of some kind. But we got to defend too. You can't just blindly play. Dragic. Bosch would prefer shooting it rather than driving it. Same thing with Dwayne Wade. Although actually he's more of a driver than a... He just ran right through me. I really should have tried to draw the offensive foul, but what are you going to do? I don't play that way. I'm more hard-nosed than that. Yep. Oh, no. He can't make it. So now I got to do the pick and roll again because we're down by 10. Go get those boards. Go get them. Shoot it. Yeah, you can't shoot that. What is going on? There we go. Pass that over to Jared Jack. Take that screen, Jared. Take that screen, fool. Here. Take that screen. Thank you. That was a screen, right? That was a screen leading to score? Fairly sure. If it wasn't, I'll be angry. Likely I'll be getting my double-double fairly quickly. Likely. So I heard that Spike Lee is actually going to be... I fouled him? How did I foul him? So yeah, Spike Lee is going to be doing the My Career writing next year, apparently, for NBA 2K16. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be something to bear witness to. Big fan of Spike Lee, of course. Misses the first one. So Rasheed Wallace would say, ball don't lie. I tend to agree with him. 61-53. I don't know how he ended up losing the lead, but I'd have to say it was defensively. There we go. Jared Jack doesn't need a screen. Just pops and shoots and makes it. All right, Son Whiteside. And he gets fouled by Eric Gordon, does Dwayne Wade. So we're going to go back with the screen and roll. Pick and roll, pick and pop, whatever they prefer. So the next few possessions will be a straight pick and roll. There we go. Just going to set screens wherever I can. Here, for example. They're not even getting a screen. Take that screen. Can't get that. Trying to set the screen and they're not letting me work it effectively. So how am I supposed to execute it effectively? Ah, you just want to climb into the game. I'm getting an F for pick and roll. Coach hates my guts. Coach hates me. I don't blame him. This is... I don't know. Maybe it's not such a good fit after all. Take some time off the clock. Take smart shots. Okay, fine.
I think for the Pelicans, you know, they've got to take a step back and just try to pinpoint where things went south for them this season. They're in a tough spot.
Yeah, this is a very tough spot for us to be in right now. Because
there's just no time to figure it out. You just have to...
Oh no! Over to the Matrix. And there's Jared Jack on the pull-up. Grabs it. And fouled. Still grabbing offensive rebounds, though. But I'm drawing fouls, and that's another good thing that I have to do. Start drawing more fouls, because that's going to lead us to great things. Oh no. I said, oh no. I said, oh no. Nice. Take that screen, fool. Thank you.
His touch has disappeared.
Ah, I don't know how I did not get that
Hasn't been
board.
able to get it going.
This is strange. And that's in. No? I'm shocked. Thank you. That was some good defense. Yeah, that was some good defensive action right there. Oh no! Luol Deng is all over this game, ridiculously so. Ugh. I allowed an offensive rebound, but I got defensive props for it. So difficult. I don't think Coach is angry at me per se. He's just angry at the fact that the team's not doing well. And he makes it. What is going on? Every score is just insane. There we go. There we go. Set a screen here. Set a screen. Come on. Thank you. Look who's on me. Look who was on me the whole time, and I can't do anything to do anything about it. I have 92 steal, but they're not letting me steal the ball. Again, I have no clue why. I'm trying my best defensively. There we go. Good job, Anthony Davis. That's something he's got to do is play a little bit more effectively on defense. I don't want to call him out on it because he's up for contract renewal, so. Really? Okay, that's not too bad. I'm alright with that. If I'm drawing fouls, that's all I care about, but I mean... Nice pass. Right back to Norris Cole. That's an assist, so that should be milestone, 5 assists, right? Or did I get that already? I likely got that already. 9-point lead for the Miami Heat. 6:40 left to go in the third quarter. At home in New Orleans. Although you wouldn't know it, because we've had a terrible season. So, no directive, just win the game at this point. I think he's done giving instructions. Successful box out, but Dwayne Wade, between him and Luol Deng, it's just too consistent. We don't have enough firepower to stay with them. And I'm not familiar enough with the rotation to do anything. Look who's wide open underneath. You wouldn't know it, but I was wide open. Just want to make sure that the paint stays locked down. There we go. Pass that up to Eric Gordon, who knows how to run the break when everybody is sick. He's healthy. No? Oh, don't want to do that. Head over there. Set the screen for Evans, can we? No? And look who's in the middle. There's the Matrix. Or no, I'm sorry, that's Eric Gordon with the and one. So he can put this to 8. There we go. Only an 8-point lead. All we have to do is be very patient on our offense, like Coach suggested earlier, and we'll be okay. As long as we can get a few stops, and I'm pretty sure we can get a few stops. There's Anthony Davis on the board. Tyreke Evans with his slow self, based on the torn meniscus. He's very limited as to what he can do, but he gets to the rack there, and he lays it up and in. I set the screen for that one. So a 6-point lead. Watch this, they'll substitute me out, and we'll be down by 10. Ah! You just want to reach into the game and beat people. That's another thing. I want like an option to just punch somebody in the face or just foul very hard or something. I think that's needed in the NBA games. Nice. Evans in the corner. Does not make it, and I can't grab the board, even though I got 16 boards to go so far.
Wade with it, and it's Gordon picking
Dwayne
him up.
Wade up top, covered by Eric
Shoots it
Gordon.
big for Wade, and it's Dang in the corner.
Dang Wade.
The kick out
Ah, Hassan
to
Whiteside.
the right wing.
He is a beast. He was kind of a surprise this year too, because
To go from beyond the arc.
he just came out of nowhere.
The lead up to 11 now.
11-point lead. What is going on? We just can't get ahead. We might have to put the difficulty down or something.
The jump hook, and it's Miami.
I don't know what's going on.
Well, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep
Yeah,
this lead
they're
right
doing a
where it
number
is.
on the glass. They're doing well enough so that it makes a difference. You know what I mean? Because Miami's very terrible on the boards. So between myself and Anthony Davis, we should be just terrorizing them on the glass, and I have no idea what's going on.
It's a 14-point
Davis is the
game.
main focal point on
They've got the
offense, so
Jazz coming into town for the next game. Here's Davis. And
he can't make that.
run as he misses.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there.
Wow,
It's gonna
I'm
take a
just
lot
in
more
awe.
goals than he misses.
Likely I'm going to simulate through the whole thing. I mean, if it keeps going this way, I'm going to simulate through the whole season. Never mind that. I don't want to lose in season. Doesn't mean that...
Lead continues to grow. Absolutely, their offense
There we
and
go.
their D have been equal parts outstanding.
It's not to say that everybody
Evans outside.
who's ever been successful has not had a losing season. Shoot, Jordan didn't even make the playoffs in his first season. Shoot that shot, fool.
Andrew inside. He's again.
Are you kidding me?
Dang with the
What
rebound.
was that?
Dang's
I'm way behind on the play. There's no way I'm making up ground now.
Wade outside. Dang kicks to Dragic.
Dragic.
Green on Gordon. The Heat need to get a shot on.
And they're going to shoot a three.
Again, Miami
And just non-stop. Look at this. It's going to be a 20-point lead. It's a 19-point lead now. We just can't get a stop. I don't know why. It's not like we're not defensive.
Evans dishes to Landry. There's the block.
And it's blocked again. Fool. What is going on?
With it. He's got 15. There's the double team with Landry. And the mayor gets the whistle that time.
There. Take me out of the game.
His fourth foul of the contest.
That fourth foul might force him
That's
to
frustrating,
scale back
man.
the aggression defensively a little bit. He does not want to pick up number 5.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans.
I don't think I've ever had this bad of a season before.
For Davis.
Not to my memory. But then again, I'm getting old, so I don't really know how these things play anymore.
Back the pass to Chalmers. Beyond the arc. Good.
Look at that.
Chalmers has got 7
You know what I mean? Everybody just gets into the game. Yeah, we're just going to shoot a three. Our perimeter defense is bummy at best. So it's just a matter of going through the routines.
The dish to Landry.
And there we go. Take that screen.
Evans outside. Shot to stop the run. Doesn't go either.
And
for
that
Evans.
doesn't go either.
Gonna play his way right onto the
Can't
bench
get
now.
anything to
The game
go, and I have no clue how to stop anything.
like he has so far in this quarter.
Passes it to Black. Here's Napier. Covered by Evans. Good.
I don't know what's going on. We're down by 24.
Now they've gotten something
Can't
out of
score.
just about every possession.
Cannot score.
The defense has been just as good. Masterful performance across the board. And don't forget, on the road too.
And again, New Orleans has no up.
That was a bad shot selection. I'm like,
Not scored in this quarter.
yeah,
He
this
kicks
is
to Chalmers.
ridiculous.
To the right wing.
I'm just finna to
The pass to Napier.
foul out of the game
Some
and
nice ball movement here by the Heat.
call it a day.
Outside Dang. And it's Miami with another.
I can't recover fast enough. We don't have the team chemistry.
Knocking him down. Really good looks in the paint.
Don't have anything, really.
The offensive philosophy today. Pound that thing inside.
All right.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Somebody please, please,
Here's
please.
Gordon. Banked in off.
Finally, somebody makes a shot.
Gordon's got 11 points.
We have to work our bums off for this one.
Miami's got
Damn.
12 of their points from long range in the third quarter,
Sounds like I'm
going
complaining a lot, but I don't
4-5.
really care.
Brand is
It's my
screened
career.
Evans.
I'm pretty sure I'll win eventually.
Napier passes to Dang.
Shoot that.
Brand kicks to Napier. And again, Miami with the triple.
What are they shooting? I just want to know, what are they shooting?
Since halftime. Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been
What are they shooting? Just out of curiosity, what are they shooting? Team comparison. They're shooting 53 from the field. We're shooting 38. 21 from 3. Wow. I'm in awe. So, I mean, if that's the case, then I'm just going to do a little bit of simulating then, aren't I? Probably just simulate through the whole season. That's okay, I'll do it live. And I have enough game footage to show exactly what went south. Alright. So they're going to substitute me in about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter, where we're still trailing massively and making bonehead plays like that. I feel for Doc Rivers out of the most, out of everything. Yeah. So I'm going to see if I can get my double-double, and once that occurs, then probably just throw the game and then do a little bit of simulating. Crash the defensive glass and box out. No problem.
New Orleans has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth.
You know, these are very good numbers, though, I gotta say. For
here's Lure. He's covered by Bosch.
there we go.
Lure dishes to Marion.
There's the matrix. I'm wide open underneath.
The feed out to Cole.
Cole up top. He does not get that.
Shot by Jack.
And I can't get my position again, so I have to relinquish. I don't want to go over the top. So, wow. This is really superstar status stuff.
Bosch going around him. That falls.
I am in awe. This is ridiculous.
Got 4 assists now tonight.
How do I even score? Can I score? Am I built for this?
And Jack, here we go. Shot to
There's Jared Jack.
possession right there.
I mean, if we had the depth that we are supposed to have, if we can get everybody playing at once, we might have a chance to make something happen. But, I mean, I'm not going to hold my breath or anything. Bosch is going to nail that. No matter who shoots it, they're going to make the shot.
Rockets against Jack.
See? No matter who takes the shot, they're going to make it. I don't know if it's because we have weak defense or it's just lack of team chemistry because of the trades. I have no clue. So, okay, plans have changed. We're going to simulate the entire season. And they're not even passing it to me. Imagine this. I'm asking for a pass and they're just not giving it to me.
6 to shoot. Back to Marion.
Shoot the shot.
No good from the wing.
And I can't grab a rebound. I say that and I have 17. There we go. Jared Jack. Good pass, good pass. No?
Marion kicks to Jack.
Stop that.
Right side Jack. Andrea screen on Dragic.
Take that screen.
Jack. Again the miss by Jack. Heat shooting one of the high
I
points
can't
for them
get
in this
anything to
game
go.
at 54%. Brand sets a screen.
Alright, we're going to simulate through this whole season right after this game. Did I block that? There you go. There's Jared Jack.
Tries from 10. Second chance shot. Landry, no
Wow, I'm getting bullied inside.
good. It's Miami's ball.
Just bullied.
In the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points, and that is good. And that's 19 points for Wade.
Well, guys, they've shown some great
This is
passing
monstrously crazy.
down the floor. Excellent. Yeah, that's 4
All right,
straight
can I get a-
guys where their
are they
passes
double
have
teaming me or
ended up in
something?
scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
Kicks to Landry. Back to Jack.
There we go, back to Jared Jack.
A wide open look here for Marion.
The Matrix, can't make it.
Again, the Heat have gone
20
4
boards, 5
since
assists,
the beginning of the fourth.
a few blocks. And yet I can't make 10 points. What is going on?
Wade kicks to Dragic. He dishes it to Wade. The kick out to Dragic.
Nice,
Bosch
no.
stands for 2, and that's good. And it's
Literally, no matter who shoots it, they're going to make the shot.
Dragic just got his 5th assist in this one. New Orleans is
So
gone.
I'm at a loss. I don't know what more I can do.
The start of the final quarter.
I'm at 83 overall.
Cole, the pass to Lure.
Likely to be an 85 or so overall by the time I finish here.
He feeds it to Landry. And the foul on Elton Brand.
Wow.
And the Heat making a change here.
Am I going out? No, they're keeping me in. They're leaving John Lure in. I just have to try to make sense out of all this because here I can tell.
They get a hand on it.
Okay.
Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. And it hung on the rim, but
There we go. Pass that over to Jared Jack, and he's going to lay it up and in. That's an assist. So this game ain't on me. Can't be.
You guys know each other well, clearly, 'cause that was a beautiful
Can't be on me. 100 career assists. I got my plus 75 there.
Landry against Bosch.
That was really close, and that's very good defense. I don't know how he made that shot. That was as tight as you can get on defense.
And the Pelicans shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing.
Yeah, this
for
is not a good shooting exhibition at all by us.
Unloads.
And he can't make it. I can't grab the rebound because I'm being bullied down there.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you
Oh
need to
no.
know.
You're not getting a
That's what it
shot.
says on the scoreboard.
That's
And they're really
Udonis Haslem.
around physically at this point.
Wade kicks to Haslam. Heat moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Dragic with a
There we go.
open look. And the three off.
And Jared Jack grabs the rebound. 4:20 left to go in the final quarter of the ball game.
Feeds it to Marion.
Somebody please. Somebody please.
Jack with the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And I can't grab a thing.
9 rebounds in the game.
Boo
Getting it
Earns.
done. Dragic
Very
with
much
it.
Boo Earns.
Marion covering.
Are you saying boo or Boo Earns?
The dish to Wade. Outside Dragic.
Dragic is going to make it, no matter who takes it. Udonis Haslem can shoot a 3 right now. He's going to make it.
No good from Wade.
There we go. Jared Jack is running the break.
Outside check.
There we go.
And play stops. And
Really?
it looks like they call it over the back here.
Well, he's boxed out, and when that
Poor Rivers.
That's it. And you know this, man.
All right. Let's see what else I got.
on the top of another
If I got anything at all.
So it's both teams making substitutions.
Yeah, they only gave me a few minutes, a few seconds of rest. So here's the plan while I'm just watching my team get obliterated. We're going to simulate the rest of the season. We're going to go directly to our third. And I'll just make a few highlight reels from the footage that I already have from basketball. And I'm going to do those up next week in individual little 2-3 minute highlight packages. I don't know why, but this season was a mess from the get-go.
Substitutions.
I cannot picture why. Maybe it's because I put it too high on the difficulty
To Bondexter.
too soon. Can't tell.
A 3. And the shot is good.
That 3 went in because that's Quincy Pondexter.
143 left in the game.
I need to get my double-double. Come on, man. I need to get that double-double.
Here's Napier. They set the
They're
screen.
purposefully doing this to me so
Puts
that
up
I
a
foul out.
3. Landry grabs the miss.
Yeah, let me grab this.
Some tough luck from
Take this all the way if I can.
They've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating
Yeah.
performance for Miami.
And
Can I get
this
through?
was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around
Is that an, alright, that's 5th foul, so I should be able to
I certainly did. And they
make 1 out of 2 here and get ever so
didn't
closer
see no
to my elusive double-double.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone.
Slightly early.
Up tonight. He wins on the year now.
Well, they've had this team's number all season.
So Elton
2
Brand
wins,
is going to
in
take
2
over
games,
Hassan
so
Whiteside's
no matter what
position.
building they play in. Yeah, I thought
That's
the
an
result
excellent
might be
release, so
different
that's
this
good.
time around, but
Beautiful.
really, I
Good
was
to hear it.
Now they'll have to wait until next year for a shot at revenge. It always takes someone stepping up.
Alright.
That happened here as we got great numbers for Wade. Just an outpouring of points from him.
So
Nobody
this
could
should
do
be very
anything
interesting. Oh, nice steal by Cole.
And New Orleans.
Not that it matters at this point. Here's Quincy Pondexter. Easy layup up and in.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that.
So I got my double-double, thankfully.
Yep, right to
That's
the
that Tim Hortons, I like to call it.
Pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter.
And we're going to simulate through the remainder of the season, but I'm going to do that live here and show you exactly what I'm doing.
No good, unable to end this run. Pelicans shooting
pass that over to Quincy Pondexter, who seems to be playing well.
Here's Bolton.
Bolton shoots for three.
And it's
Can't make it.
with the rebound. Napier kicks to Bosch.
And Bosch kicks it over to Luol Deng.
Stolen.
Here comes Quincy Pondexter.
Come back from this deficit. Just not enough time left on the clock.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
Oh, you can't do it.
The
No
pass
problem.
to Pondexter. Over to the left wing. Beyond the arc.
And beyond the arc,
And New Orleans with the triple.
that's the new guy, Bolton. Curtis Bolton nails that one.
Here's Napier.
Yeah, we could have used this effort earlier, but I can't complain too much because, well,
Big margin. You know,
this is what you get when you sign back with a lower end team.
might want to watch them.
Alright. So I don't want to hear what Dwayne Wade has to say.
Hey, for real. Hey, I thought that was you, man.
Hey man, good game.
Hey, thanks. Maybe I'll catch you later?
Maybe.
Pharrell's in the game. I had no idea Pharrell was in the game. Alright, let's quit this. There's likely going to be a cutscene or some sort of training or something. Because we're just on a terrible, terrible losing streak. And it's not pleasant. So I'm going to probably... Yeah, see? Later that night. Let's see what happens later that night.
I hope some satellites went out tonight, cause I hate to think somebody actually saw that performance.
Yeah, man. We was pretty bad. We couldn't hit a thing. We'll get them next game.
We got to do better than that. I say we hit the gym right now and get some reps.
Tonight?
The sooner the better. I'll meet you there in a few, all right?
All right. You the vet. Let's do it. Give me a minute.
That's right. You got to get that work. This is a work in progress. I mean, Coach Rivers signed for 2 seasons. Anthony Davis is free agent at the end of this season. What is going on? Required 20? Am I supposed to shoot this? I can't shoot. What is going on? I'm too clumsy. Too clumsy. I have to get my athletic up. I'm gonna just dunk this away if I can. Because I can't shoot. It's not what I'm here for. I'm here for rebounding, defense, and the occasional putback. If I can hit a free throw, I'm good with that. Absolutely. Bam. There we go. And let's see. That was not good. So I'm going to wreck shop on this one. There we go. Bam-a-lam. Zoom zooms and wham wham. That was a good shot. I think that was a perfect shot, actually. That's a good shot. Boom! I'm impressed.
That's the way to put in the work. Might not pay off tomorrow or the next day, but always pays off eventually. Now let's get out of here.
I can get with that. I mean, locker room the next day. Gotta keep working at it. It's a work in progress this
So
season.
you've all heard we're gonna have some new faces around here. We all know that change is part of the business. Your job is to make the new guys comfortable so that the transition on and off the court is seamless. We rise and fall as one.
Yo, glad you're here. We a tight group, so watch and learn, and when you feel comfortable, do your thing.
Hey, as long as it don't interfere with me doing my thing. I'm just playing, man.
Okay, low ego. You've earned the low ego badge because you appear to be a team player. Finally, somebody recognizes me. With this badge, you're showing a willingness to sacrifice personal achievement for team success. There are no upgrades for it. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Let's see how many virtual credits I've gotten. And we're going to simulate right through the All-Star game. And if we can make a push towards the end to get into the playoffs, we'll probably consider doing that as well. 92% team chemistry. I'm okay with that. In the meantime, we're going to update athletic again so I can get my speed and quickness up. That's pretty much why I'm doing this. And my strength too. I shouldn't disregard my strength because it's required for my position. We're going to go ahead and purchase that. So that's level 83. Once I get this, it'll be level 84. And I should be able to put a couple of more upgrades in there by season's end. Should be. Something along those lines. In the meantime, let's just go over to the calendar and we're going to sim all of this and see what happens. There's likely going to be another trade or two. We'll see. Sim through these games. Got a W there. Pretty much blew them out. So what's going on here now?
Okay, listen up. I've got another 2 points of emphasis to look at with you. Today it's going to be running a patient offense and crashing the defensive glass. Here we go. When it's late in the game and we have the lead, coach may decide to run what he likes to call a patient offense. This is usually done to slow down the tempo of the game and limit the opposing team's possessions. Fewer possessions means fewer shots and less of a chance for them to come back.
Right.
We want to try and use as much of the shot clock as possible without sacrificing quality shots. With that in mind, let's take a look at some film showing some examples of running a patient offense.
Okay. Can I fast forward through this? Because I already know what a patient offense is. Well, I'll just put that through. I'll leave this through because some people won't know. Some people haven't played. So, why not? Yeah, just rotate the ball around until you can get a decent shot. In this case, it would be Carmelo Anthony going 1-on-5. Bam. That's probably footage from us. Losing again. Yeah. Ball handler takes his time, which is okay. Yeah. Is that J.R. Swish? No, that couldn't be him. And of course Carmelo gets a good look at the three-point shot. Splish splash.
Next point of emphasis is crashing the defensive glass.
That's me.
This may seem like a simple thing to do, but the fact is not a lot of teams do it well. Getting the defensive rebound is a big key to winning games.
It is.
You keep teams from getting second chance points, and it allows us to get out in transition. One of the most important parts of the game of basketball is owning the defensive glass. There's just no way around it. So let's look at a couple of plays focusing on defensive rebounding.
Okay. There's Anthony Davis. See, we're actually doing our job there. Jared Jack grabs the board. No problem. We're out on the fast break. Here's how not to do it. Yeah, that's not going to get you anything. That's just going to get you a putback. Yeah, and he just puts it up and in, and I can't block it in time.
Okay, I think we're good here. I have complete faith that you all will be ready to execute when Coach calls for either of these points of emphasis next game. We'll catch up more tomorrow at practice.
Sounds good. Let's see if there's anything else. Not 100% sure on that. We'll simulate up until All-Star break and then call it an evening. Okay. So that's not good. Again, we're just going to simulate these right here. Got another win? It seems to me every time we simulate, we win. Go figure. Coach's office. Ooh, this is not going to be good. Not going to be good.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah. Wanted to let you know I've noticed what you've been doing this season. Working hard, learning quickly, playing well. In fact, a lot of people have noticed your game.
I'm just trying to do my part.
The big stage hasn't bothered you at all. That's good. Because the stage is about to get a lot bigger.
What do you mean?
All-Star Weekend's coming up, and you're going to be a part of it. Congrats. You deserve it.
Wow. I expected
That's great,
less.
Coach, but I expected nothing less from myself. I belong in this league. I know that, and this is not the last time I'm gonna be rolling with the All-Stars.
Am I in the starting lineup or something? Did I make the All-Star team? That's shocking. We're playing terribly. Why would I be in the All-Star team? Our coach satisfaction's going up now that we're winning a little bit more. Let's have a look at that. NBA records, team records. Lang Whitaker. Do I have anything coming in? No, nothing. Awards, record of award races. I'm not in that conversation. I'm pretty much not in any conversation. Sixth man of the year. Actually, no, I'm in defensive player of the year conversation. That's good. That's what I wanted. I don't know if I'll be able to catch up with DeAndre Jordan, though. He's leading the league in rebounds per game and blocks per game, so Anthony Davis is losing ground here to Jabari Parker, which Jabari is apparently very good. I haven't seen his particulars, but let's go ahead and go to the calendar and keep simulating. Let's see if some other stuff happens. There we go. I'm in the Rising Stars Challenge. That's probably what he was referring to. I'm going to fast forward through that. Really? Can I just... No? Do I have to play the Rising Stars Challenge? Okay. Is there anything else that I should know? Let's see if my milestones actually came true. Did I get into the All-Star? Am I an All-Star? Career? Get selected to the All-Star team. I did not make the All-Star team, so that's a 0. Well, that's a bit disappointing. But that's okay. Do we have any extra? No, we don't. Well, I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, let's just end the video there, and I'm going to simulate the rest of this offline and create a few videos next week, and we'll pick this up on Tuesday. I'm sorry that I have to cut this short again. It's just I have so many things to go on in my personal life right now. I got a gig that I have to work on, just making a website for a company. So I'll be working hard at that. And otherwise, I'll be free this weekend to do a lot more gaming, and specifically it'll be Skyrim, and I'll try to wrap up Assassin's Creed as quickly as I can. No, wait, I'm sorry, it'll be mostly Skyrim, and then Game Dev Tycoon I'm going to try to wrap up as soon as I can. I do have a bit of a collaboration coming up as well, but I'm going to keep that secret for now because I don't know what the details are, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So, in the meantime, take care of yourselves this evening, and I hope you had fun this evening. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share, comment, like, subscribe if you're inclined to do so, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.